Hello, Master Duel Central. How's it going, guys? So I'm super excited because we finally have this new event coming, Theme Chronicle, and I genuinely think this might be one of the best events yet. I know I say that on a lot of events, but this one is really interesting. What they're doing, it's not as limited as I thought it is. It's still a limited format, though. If I can just show you the ban list real quick. So here we are. You know, a lot of these seem like nothing new. But a good way to look at this is maybe like, for starters, we can go like this. We can go just look at extra deck cards. A lot of decks are off, but then a lot of decks are also allowed to be played. I'll show you after. But you know, most of this stuff here, like so Cyber Dragon, not happening. Sorry, Cyber Dragon boys. A little bit of hero hits here and there, I suppose. I guess hero are unplayable as well. Dinos lose like their Lagia and their Dolka, but don't worry, guys. I gotta show you something after. We lose Bahamut Shark, so no totally awesome shenanigans, no Shadal shenanigans, no Rongo. That's good. Like a lot of this stuff, I'm just super happy to see that it's not here. DDDs lose their entire extra deck for some reason. There's pretty much going to be no true Draco cards at all this event, so that's great. And yeah, just a lot of interesting hits. You know, no totally awesome. A lot of the fusion decks are kind of destroyed here. No invoked for you. Feels bad, man. Aguska is just a generic card that they decided not to let in the format because it's a floodgate. They're doing a really good job actually of getting floodgates out of the format and a lot of really good generic negates. Like there's not going to be that many generic Omni negates around. No Savage Dragon. There's really very few Omni negate like extra deck monsters that are allowed in this format. So it's definitely going to be very interesting. No Laplacian and no Alambertian, so rest in peace to the to the Mathmech players. It might seem like over limiting, some people might say, but honestly, also no Sword Soul. Honestly, in my opinion, I think it's just going to make for a really fun, like, limited format. I'm super happy to see it. For the limited cards, it's pretty much the same. They didn't really change any of this stuff. They just kind of banned a bunch of cards here. So I'm super cool with it. I think it makes sense for the most part. The hits are completely fine. Then we can look maybe like at the Tramp cards and, you know, maybe the spells as well together. So a lot of these hits obviously were already in place before, but a lot of it too is like awesome, like no Secret Barrel, no Kaiser Coliseum, no Rivalry of Warlords, right? So they're really like, they're getting a lot of these, like even no Ring of Destruction, you know, like it's like they refuse to let trap decks play in this event. So a lot of really interesting hits in here. No Skill Drain, you know, a lot of the floodgates are gone. No Summon Limit, for instance. Also the True Draco cards, I believe, are all pretty much banned. Anyway, the good ones from what I saw. I can't really find them right now. But yeah, just a lot of generic, really powerful cards are just not in the format. No Dynamorphia stuff. Runic has some cards in the format, but look at this. Like, look at all these banned Runic cards. And Welcome Labyrinth is not here. No Labyrinth. So like, you're not seeing Runic this format. Or if you do, it's going to be a trash version of Runic. And then you have like the Labyrinth cards. No adventure stuff. No Sorcerer Blackout. So a lot of these hits are just fantastic, to be honest with you. I'm pretty happy with this stuff. Oh god. Okay, so they let these True Draco cards stay in. That's not enough. We're fine. So it's mostly the monsters that they banned, actually. I mean, we're fine. There's not... True Draco's not going to be good. True Draco's going to be trash. It's going to be trash. Oh, also, yeah, just since we're already here, let me just show you guys. Okay, first of all, look at my Dino list. It's fucking clean. I can't wait to show this off, bro. The combo goes crazy. Good going first, good going second. As always, this event, Dinos is going to be top tier. Every event, Dino is always top tier. That is not changing here. This deck is going to be insane. If you have Curious, it's even better, but I am not crafting a UR for this event. We don't need it. It's going to be absolutely incredible. On top of that, I just want to show you guys the cards you are allowed to play. So if you look here in the URs, like there's a lot of stuff that you're allowed to play, but we're not going to go through all of that. However, if you just go Xyz, Synchro, Link, and Fusion, you can check the extra deck monsters you are allowed to play. And there's actually quite a lot of stuff here. Now, most of the fusions are like not really that good, you know, like I wouldn't really take 2 looks at them. They left a lot of Runic cards in, but there's only like 4 or 5 Runic spells in the set that we're allowed to play, and they're all pretty much the worst ones. But yeah, if you're looking here, though, in the synchros and stuff, there's a lot of options. Shiranui is going to be probably quite good. I was wondering, actually, how good Zombie might be, because we have all the Zombie synchros. I'm actually very curious about that, so I just want to check real quick. And yeah, see, like you have Unizombie, you have the Shiranui, all of the Shiranui stuff, obviously, because it's a solo mode deck. And, you know, you still have your Necroworld Banshee, you have your Mezukis, you have your Vendread Savior. You know, you have a lot of stuff in here. So I think, like, Zombie might actually be decent. You don't have Doom King Ballardrock, you don't have Eldritch. But there's definitely something here to be done. It's not like trash or anything. You might want to focus on Shiranui, but Zombies is probably going to be quite good this event. In the Synchro stuff, there's not that many super good generic Synchros. Like, Stardust is one pretty good generic Synchro, I suppose. Roll Frey it if you can make it is not bad. Dragite, I mean, if you can set up a water in your grave, Dragite might be good. It doesn't really work in dinos. I'm gonna actually be running the Scrap Dragon since it's here, right? But yeah, a lot of like decent stuff in the synchro pool. Here's a crazy one. This is gonna be the star of our dino deck. And yeah, like there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Also, I'm gonna be playing an Abyss Dweller. This one's a legal XCs that you can play, generic, really good, negates traps. I'm gonna show you guys the loner decks in a second, but Orcust has a loner deck. So if there's gonna be a lot of Orcust running around, I want to have an Abyss Dweller just to negate those graveyard effects of Orcust. So if you already have Abyss Dweller, this might be a really good staple rank 4 that you want to go into. Also, Zombie Vampire, if your deck benefits from it, not really good in dinos though, to be honest. There's just a lot of options that you have in here that are quite good. We have the Utopia double OTK strategy with double or nothing. I'm running it, like, why not? When you go second, two level 4s and you pretty much have game, why not, right? So a lot of good stuff, but now this is where it gets really interesting. In the links, there's a lot of really good generic links that you can still play. Underworld Goddess is here, Griffin is here, Avramax, Appaloosa. Appaloosa is probably going to be a super important card this event. A lot of people are going to want to set up an Appaloosa, but keep in mind, no access code. So access code OTK going second, not a thing. Not a thing in this format. We have Nightmare Unicorn, and very importantly, we also have IP Masquerena. So, you know, just being able to have that IP with Unicorn combo or IP with maybe Avramax or Underworld Goddess is going to be really useful. So definitely, if you can run it, I highly recommend doing an IP kind of play in there. And other than that, I mean, Avenged Savior playing zombies. You got the Hieratic Seal for dragons, although dragons look kind of bad, to be honest, this format. I really wouldn't go into dragons, to be honest. Same for like Cherubini, like I don't know about this one. But there's a lot of like generic stuff, you know, the Link Haribo stuff is pretty good. So maybe things to consider. Beyond the Pendulum is in here, so if you have a Pendulum deck, you're going to be able to play your Pendulums just fine. I think even Electromite is still at 1 in this format, so you should be able to play it. I'm just going to check to make sure. Yes. So Electromite is still at 1 in this format. Even though they're lowering the power level of the format significantly, it's not like a super weak format or anything. It's just going to have less Omni Negates in the extra deck and like no floodgates. So for me, it just seems like a really fun alternative Yu-Gi-Oh format, but still like high enough that you can do your cool combos and stuff like that. Like this Dino deck is going to go absolutely insane. We can set up on an ideal board. We're going to have like a 4 material Appaloosa, going to have a Naturia Beast. We're also going to have maybe like, we could have an Abyss Dweller, or we could have like a Dogaran on top of an Overtex. So Overtex basically is going to be like a trap negate. Then we'll have Naturia Beast to negate every spell. And we're going to have the Appaloosa for 4 monster negates on top of like a Dogaran if you're lucky. If you can get to popping a Petite at the end of your turn, you can get a Dogaran on top of it all so that they can't even kaiju your board. So this is looking like a really awesome deck with a lot of crazy combos, right? So definitely I think people should not sleep on this. Also Zeus is in here. So there's not like Borbow, so you're going to have to figure out a decent like Zeus engine. I couldn't find anything. Oh, wait, I'm just going to write Zodiac. Yeah, so you have Chakanine and stuff, but you don't have Borbow, so you won't be able to attack directly and make like a 4 material Zeus. So if you guys find a better engine for Zeus, let me know. For me, I'm literally just like, fuck it, it's worth it just for 2 materials. So, you know, I can go Gallant Granite, detach 1 material, search the Keystone, and then go for Zeus. So stuff like that is going to be really awesome. I think everyone can pretty much figure out a little play for Zeus. If not, you can always run the Utopia double engine. And if it doesn't OTK, then afterwards you just go into Zeus and you have a 2 material Zeus. This could win you a lot of games. So overall, I kind of like the balancing of this format. I can't wait to see what it's like, honestly. I think it's going to be a really, really fun one. So let's check out the loner decks here. There's B Troopers. B Troopers looks, let's see. Oh, they got 1 Giant Ballpark, 2 Retaliating Sea. This is kind of random here because I don't see the Max C in the deck for the Retaliating Sea. Why would you even run? I mean, it's still a good searcher in the deck, to be fair. This still looks like a pretty good like loner deck, to be honest. They got Imperms in here, so they're actually putting hand traps and hand trap negation in the loner deck. That's pretty good. The extra deck looking good. You got the Cicada King as well. So yeah, I'm kind of messing with this. This is kind of fire, actually. Yeah, I'm going to put some respect on this one. Good deck. Let's check the next one. For the next one, we have, okay, this one looks insane. So they have like a really, really strong looking Orcust deck in here with 2 Imperms, a Lightning Storm. So they're putting some staples in your loner decks now. Got the Foolish, got basically a full Orcust deck. Like this is actually going to be insanely good in the event. That's why I'm going to be running the Abyss Dweller. I think if you have Abyss Dweller, you should run it because a lot of people are going to be just playing this. Like there's no reason not to. This is just a really, really solid deck overall. So it just looks great. Honestly, it just looks amazing. Damn. Damn, they even gave us Plunder Patrol. So the last one here is a Plunder Patrol deck. I've never played Plunder Patrol. I might try this loner deck just to learn about Plunder Patrol, because I've been interested in the deck, but I never really tried it. So this might be a good fun way to just learn about it and maybe give it a shot. It looks really fun to play. I don't know how good of a build this is because I'm not very familiar, but they did throw some dangers in there. So like it seems pretty good to me, but again, I'm not super familiar with what plunders do. But let me know in the comments if you guys play plunder, if this is like a good build for it. Now, the most important part of all is the rewards. So let's check out the rewards list, see how many gems we can expect. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to do that because I remember they even said it was 3,100 gems. So I don't know if the 3,100 is in here or they're including the missions. I'm guessing they're including the missions in that. But basically, they have advertised in advance that we would get 3,100 gems for this event. Now, unfortunately, no really cool cosmetics for this one. We get like a Danger Bigfoot icon, so shout out Danger Bigfoot. And of course the title if you make it to the end, but like who cares about those. And there's also this one here, so I guess in those rewards there's like like I don't know why that's not in the rewards list, but I think this is, yeah, a Vendread Chimera icon, so nothing too fancy for the cosmetics, but you know, not bad either. Now it says prohibited here. I don't know why it's saying prohibited. I'm not playing any of the banned cards, so I'm kind of confused about that. Hopefully they just mean that the event is not live yet and I'm not just tripping here. But anyway, guys, I'm going to make another video where I showcase the combo for the Dino deck as well as other decks, because as always, we do a what should you play every event, and I'm really looking forward to what people build for this one. So can't wait to do that. But thank you so much for checking out the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the summer, and I think we can do it. Also, huge shout out to my UCT tier members. That would be Raptor, Bongerman for 20, Dad Do Joey, Huda Man Me, Right Toast, and Brett Webster. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the support. And that's, yeah. Peace.